Careers in Retail Management. My name is Gregory, and I will be narrating this presentation for College 100 at American Public University, April 2016. Let's start out by answering a very simple question. What is retail? If you've ever been shopping, you've been to a retailer. There are two distinct forms. There are brick-and-mortar retailers like Office Depot, Walmart, Target, the grocery store, gas stations. And there are online retailers like Amazon, Etsy, or the American Public University bookstore. The important part about a retailer is that they're selling a relatively small amount of goods to the public and not to other businesses for resale. So, why did I choose retail management? The first reason I made this choice is I have over 13 years experience in the retail industry. And with that length of service, I even have some awards and product knowledge certificates that can further my career. Now that we know what retail is and why I'm going into it, let's look at some of my options, starting with in-store. In addition to the in-store store manager's position, we'll take a look at a couple of corporate positions. Corporate positions are simply the positions above a store manager within the company. So let's take a look at an in-store position. Let's take a look at the store manager position. Store managers are ultimately responsible for all forms of customer service within their store. In addition to customer service, they're responsible for scheduling, making sure everybody has a day to work, and conflict resolution, whether it's customers or employees having a problem. And depending on the store, they can also be responsible for planograms, making sure the shelves are set correctly, sales goals, and hiring people. Now that can be a lot of work, so why in the world would anyone ever want to be a store manager? On average, store managers make $44,525, which isn't a bad salary to make. And depending on the company, like GNC, where you could make just under $27,000, or Walgreens, where you're just over $65,000, there's a large range in how much you make. So now we know how much a store manager makes. Let's find out what we need to be a store manager. While it's not an official requirement, Mr. Lee Iacocca said that decisiveness is the one word that makes a good manager, and I believe that firmly to be true. As to what employers are looking for, they want someone who is capable of maintaining client relationships, is focused on their customers, and is results-driven. So that's the store manager, a foot in the door of the world of retail management. What about corporate-level positions? Let's take a look at three, one in depth and two with a gloss over. We'll take an in-depth look at district managers and gloss over vendors, sometimes known as brand or sales representatives, and take a look at a few examples of company-specific positions that exist only within a single company. Let's dive right in with district managers. District managers are the one corporate position that spends less time in the office and more in the stores they're actually managing. That gives a great unofficial benefit to district managers. Travel from store to store or training events, they're always on the move. That's because district managers are responsible for multiple stores within a region. It could be as small as a county, and some large counties could even be divided up into multiple regions. District managers have a lot of responsibilities. They have to be everything from accountants and marketing specialists to IT help desk and email responders, to be able to keep up with what's going on in their stores. District managers are responsible for the budget and sales goals of the district, as well as making sure that they meet any marketing and promotional standards set by the company. And since district managers make an average of just over $74,000, it's well-rewarded work. And as with positions anywhere, the salary can vary, with store managers at our mark making over $100,000 and managers for ADP making just $50,000. And the only real difference between district and store manager requirements is that district managers need to have been in the retail industry for longer to be able to be a district manager. So let's take a quick look at vendors. And no, these vendors have absolutely nothing to do with vending machines. Rather, these vendors are responsible for making sure that the sales associates are knowledgeable about the products and services that are offered by their company. Vendors represent the brand or brands to the store. A great example is an HP rep coming into Best Buy or Office Depot to explain the latest computers. Because they work with that specific manufacturer or manufacturers, they have specific and brand-specific knowledge about the products to help sales associates in making informed decisions for customers. Now, I couldn't find any salary or requirement information because these positions are rarely available and are usually backfilled from within a company. And with those hard-to-find positions, let's take a look at some specialty positions from other companies. These are jobs that are available at only a specific company and are usually hard to find job postings for. One example is the Office Depot Field Service Manager, who's responsible for the Tech Depot department in all stores. They cover multiple districts, but not quite an entire region. Another example would be Target's Group VP, who covers multiple regions within the company, but is not quite a regional vice president. So, from all of this, what I can learn to improve my chances of getting into the retail management world? I can learn how to make an impact and a difference at whatever company eventually hires me. As one Target Group VP put it, you can change or mold a culture by creating or leveraging relationships. So I better start developing relationships now. So to all my classmates who are also going after business administration, I'll be looking for you out there. Thank you for paying attention to this presentation and not just closing the browser window.